Eso fue lo que dijiste tú. No era amor, no era amor, pero a mí sí me partió en dos. No era amor. Eso fue lo que dijiste tú. No era amor, no era amor.
Vidit Gujrathi was facing off against Sam Shankland, and this was the endgame he had to actually try to draw. And here just knight to g3 was played, which turned out to be a really horrible blunder. The move that he was supposed to play is knight to c5, and it's very counterintuitive because here after rook captures, pawn captures, bishop captures, and this, you see this structure and immediately you feel like this could be the end of you, because here after king to e7, king to g3, the thing what you have to calculate after king to e6 is king to f4, and then this is a draw. There is no way you can try to enter in this position, and you obviously don't want to go here because this king captures and pawn push is going to be coming, and you won't be able to do that in time to push your pawns and get this victory. So after king to f6, just h4, king to e6, e4, and after f caps on e4, king captures, and this is most likely going to be the draw that should have happened. But after rook caps on e6, here knight to g3 was played, and this is the blunder, because here after this rook caps on e3, f captures, bishop to f6 was played. Now you have to go for this knight to e2 to try and defend that pawn. Knight to e2, king to e7, and after king to g3, just king to e6 was played. Now just comes c4, but just bishop to e7. And now how do you defend that pawn? Here knight to f4 check was played, king moves, and now just going for this knight to d3, defending it. But here just king to e6 and king to f3, bishop to d6 now, but now just going for e4, f captures, and king to f6 was played. And here was a chance to go for this knight to c5, again going for the same variation, bishop captures, and no matter how you play this, this is going to be a draw. But after king to f6, c5 was played, and c5 is the beginning of something that definitely Vidit was not planning, because after bishop to c7, knight to b2 was played, bishop to e5, knight to c4, and all of these pawns are on dark squares. And after this, bishop to c3, here in this position, just knight to d6 was played, that if you want to capture my pawn, I'll just capture yours, and it still looks to be a draw. Bishop captures, knight captures, and king to e7. But the trouble is, this is not going to stay that way, because after king to d4, king to d7 was played, and now you can already see the engine evaluation shift and king to c4. But this was the blunder, because hey, you were supposed to go for knight to d6, and this was the only way you can try to hold this position. You had to give up the a5 pawn. But after king to c4, hey, bishop to e1 was played, king to d3 and bishop to g3, and here after king to e4, king to c7, but knight to d6 has to be played. Now bishop captures, c captures, and after king captures, this is completely lost. h4, c5, but just h5, and here Vidit Gujrathi resigned the game, and Sam Shankland with this win moves to the next round of FIDE World Cup.